Hi, good morning, girls. This is Prema, your biology teacher from BRGS. Welcome to my biology class. Today topic is diversity in living organism. Diversity in living organism. Today contents are introduction, taxonomy, classification, importance for classification, basis of classification, hierarchy of classification. These are the contents. Let's move on to introduction part. Diversity means the variety of living organism present on a particular region. See here, diversity means the variety of living organism in a particular area. For example, we are considering one field or one area, how many types of organism, how many varieties of organism present in a particular area we consider as diversity. These are about 20 lakh organisms known on the earth which differ from one another in external from internal structure, mode of nutrition, habitat. These are the living organism characteristics. These are different from one organism to another organism in a particular area, that we call it as diversity here. Next come to taxonomy. What do you mean by taxonomy here? It is a branch of biology. It is a branch of biology which deals with the identification which organism it is, nomenclature, name of the organism, and classification which group which becomes of an organism. Okay, it is a branch of biology which deals with the identification, nomenclature, and classification of organisms. Carolus Linnaeus is called the father of taxonomy. Is the father of taxonomy here. Carolus Linnaeus is the father of taxonomy. Next come to definition of classification. What do you mean by the classification? The method of arranging organisms into groups or sets on the basis of similarities and differences is called classification. What do you mean by classification here? It is the method of arrangement of the organism. Okay, it is a method of arranging the organisms into different groups or different sets or different divisions on the basis of their characteristics, which are the similar characteristics between the organisms or differences between the two organisms. Like that, we are arranging the organism into their groups or sets, that we call it as classification here. Next come to importance of classification. What is the importance of the classification? Why we want to make the classification? Okay, it makes the study of wide variety of organism easy and in systematic order. See, classification makes the study of wide variety. If we have variety of organism, wide variety of organism, we can study easily in the systematic manner. That's why we have to classify the organisms in the different ways. Next come to one more importance, that is it helps to understand how the different organisms have evolved with the time. It includes the evolutionary relationship between the organisms, like monkey to man. What is the different organism have evolved with the time, and what time which type of organism evolved from the pre-existing animal or organism. That can be also studied when we make the classification. Next come to third importance is it helps to understand the interrelationship among the different groups of organism. What are the relationship between the two organism or two different groups? We can study easily by making classification here. Next one is it forms a base for the study of other biological sciences like biogeography. Okay, that is also helps to study the other biological sciences like biogeography, taxonomy, like that. Next come to what is the basis for classification. What is the basic nature for the classification? That is, there are the certain features or properties used for the classification of living organism which are known as characteristics. See, there are the certain features are there in the organism or properties are used here. We are used here for the classification, that we call it as basis for the classification, which are known as characteristics. We are using characteristics of the organisms. Okay, that is the basis for classification here. Organisms with the same characteristics are placed in the same group. For example, human beings are in the same group means all human beings are having the same similar characteristics. That's why we are placed in same groups. Next, come to classification system. There are so many types of classification systems are there. Okay, first one is two kingdom system. What is that? Two kingdom systems. Carolus Linnaeus in 1758 classified the living organisms into two groups, that is plants and animals. That is the two kingdom system. That's why we call it as two kingdom classifications. Next, come to five kingdom classification. Which are those? These are introduced by R.H. Whittaker in 1959, further classified as Kingdom Monera, Kingdom Protista, Kingdom Fungi, Kingdom Plantae and Kingdom Animal. These are the five different classifications done by R.H. Whittaker in 1959. That's why we call it as five kingdom system. That is Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae and Animalia. Next, come to hierarchy of classification. Linnaeus proposed a classification system by arranging organisms into different taxonomic groups at different levels according to the characteristics they have. Okay, the groups or the levels from top to bottom are, which are those? The different taxons or different levels are kingdom, phylum or division, class, family, genus, species. These are the hierarchy of classification, means different steps involved in the classification. That's we call it as hierarchy of classification. See, this is the hierarchy classification in Homo sapien or in the human beings. Which are those? Here, kingdom Animalia, phylum Chordata, class Mammalia, order Primate, family Hominidae, genus Homo, species Sapien. This is the hierarchy of classification of Homo sapien. Next, come to what do you mean by species? This is the basic unit of the living organism. We call it a species. A species is a group of living beings which can reproduce among themselves and keep their population alive. We call it as species. Okay. Let's continue in the next class. Thank you, girls.